In the distant future, the galaxy was a desolate place, battered by wars and the relentless march of time. Civilizations that once flourished had crumbled, and the remnants of advanced technology lay scattered across barren worlds. Among the ashes of the past, a small colony of sentient beings known as the Xerans struggled to survive on the planet 07. The Xerans, an insectoid race, had once been the pride of their empire, renowned for their intellect and resourcefulness. But now they faced extinction. For decades, they had been under siege by the monstrous Gorgath, a brutal race that thrived on destruction and chaos. The Gorgath's warships blotted out the stars, their insatiable hunger for conquest, reducing entire worlds to rubble. The Xerans had fought valiantly, but with each passing battle, their numbers dwindled and hope dimmed. In the heart of 07's capital, a council of elders gathered, their mandibles clicking nervously as they debated their fate. The chamber was dimly lit, shadows dancing on the walls adorned with murals of their once great civilization. Elder Vrax, a wise and respected figure among the Xerans, spoke first. "We have fought bravely, but it seems our time is at an end. The Gorgath will not stop until every last one of us is wiped from existence." A murmur of agreement rippled through the council. They all knew the truth. Their advanced technologies had been no match for the overwhelming force of the Gorgath. They had lost contact with their allies and were left to fend for themselves. Despair hung heavy in the air. Just then, a young Xeran named Tali, who had been listening intently, spoke up. "What if we seek out help beyond our known allies? There are legends of a race that defies the odds, known as humans. They are said to be resilient, resourceful, and unyielding. Perhaps they could assist us." The elders exchanged skeptical glances. The tales of humans were often exaggerated, mere whispers passed down through generations. Yet desperation can compel even the most cautious minds to consider the impossible. After a long silence, Elder Vrax finally nodded. "We have nothing to lose. Tali, you will lead an expedition to find these humans." With renewed determination, Tali set out with a small crew aboard a damaged transport vessel. The ship's systems sputtered, barely holding together as it navigated the treacherous reaches of space. For days they searched, hopping from one star system to another, scouring derelict ships and uncharted planets for any sign of the legendary humans. Finally, as their hopes began to wane, they stumbled upon a vibrant blue planet teeming with life, Earth. The Xerans landed in a secluded forest, their ship camouflaged among the towering trees. As they stepped onto the planet, Tali felt a rush of excitement mixed with trepidation. This was the moment they had been waiting for. After gathering their bearings, they ventured into a nearby town. The Xerans had anticipated fear and hostility, but what they found was something entirely different. The humans were curious and welcoming, intrigued by the arrival of these strange visitors. Tali spoke with them through a universal translator, explaining their plight and the threat of the Gorgath. To her surprise, the humans listened intently, their eyes reflecting a mix of compassion and determination. A leader among them, a woman named Captain Sarah, stepped forward. "We know a thing or two about fighting against overwhelming odds," she said, her voice firm. "We'll help you. Together we can drive back the Gorgath." Back on 07, the Xeran Council was astounded when Tali returned with a contingent of humans. The alliance between the two races was met with a mix of hope and skepticism, but the sheer presence of the humans ignited a spark within the Xerans. With their advanced technology and tactical experience, they began to formulate a plan to reclaim their home. Days turned into weeks as the humans trained the Xerans in guerrilla tactics and combat strategies. The synergy between the two species was remarkable. The humans marveled at the Xerans' agility and speed, while the Xerans learned to harness human ingenuity and resourcefulness. Bonds were formed and a sense of camaraderie blossomed. Finally, the day of reckoning arrived. The Gorgath had grown overconfident, believing that the Xerans were on the brink of annihilation. They sent their ships to 07, eager to crush any remaining resistance. But what awaited them was a united front, ready to fight for survival. As the battle began, the sky lit up with explosions and the roar of engines. The Xeran fighters zipped through the air, weaving in and out of enemy fire, while the humans coordinated strategic strikes from their own vessels. The battle was chaotic, but the determination of both races fueled their efforts. Elder Vrax, alongside Captain Sarah, led the charge against the Gorgath flagship. They had one chance to turn the tide. As they approached, Vrax's antennae twitched with anticipation. "For our people!" he cried, rallying his warriors. "Let's show them what humans and Zirans can do together!" Sarah shouted, her voice ringing through the comms. With a final push, they launched a coordinated attack that overwhelmed the Gorgath forces. Explosions lit up the dark expanse of space as ship after ship fell. The Gorgath, realizing they were outmatched, began to retreat. The battle was won, but it was more than just a victory. It was a testament to the resilience of life. As the dust settled, the Zirans and humans celebrated their hard-fought triumph. They had forged a bond that transcended their differences, united by a shared purpose. Tali, standing amidst the rubble of what was once a bleak future, felt hope bloom anew. In the days that followed, the alliance grew stronger. The Zirans rebuilt their world with the help of their human allies, who shared knowledge and resources. Together, they vowed to protect their galaxy from any who threatened their existence. As the stars shimmered above, Tali reflected on how all hope had once seemed lost, only to be rekindled by the arrival of humans. In a universe filled with chaos, they had found strength in unity, and in that unity lay the promise of a brighter future.